Hi guys, today we're going to talk about sticks, and specifically marching drum sticks. And instead of comparing like different brands or different models of sticks in the same type of rudimental drumming, we're actually going to compare sort of representative sticks from different types of rudimental drumming. And so if you've watched the channel before or you're familiar with my books, you know there are lots of types of drumming. My new book, Rudimental Grand Tour, shows 22 different types, and there's a link below. And we're going to talk about 3 of the 4 biggest types. Now there's a big 4 of everything, right? But in rudimental drumming, some people say that the big 4 of rudimental drumming is modern American drumming, or the core style that DCI uses, and a lot of high schools and colleges. Then there's the sort of ancient American style, which is also very similar to the ancient British style, which is just an older version of rudimental drumming. And then there's pipe band drumming, which is used in not only Scotland, where it originated, but all over the world in Commonwealth countries and places that were colonies of the British Empire, stuff like that. And then there is basil drumming, which is the 4th one, which maybe doesn't have as many practitioners, but it's very influential. And so people typically say that those are the 4 big rudimental cultures out of the 22 plus, because there's more that aren't in my book, that exist in the world. And so of course, some of these places use similar types of sticks, but it's very common for the type of drumming to have a type of stick associated with it. And we're going to compare what that is like. Hopefully we'll be able to get to what the sticks look like and how they feel. We'll play on the pad and see if you can discern a difference there. And we'll try to play on a drum and see if there's any kind of tone difference between the sticks. So actually I didn't get 4 pairs of sticks for this video because realistically I really tried to get a pair of like authentic basil drumming sticks from Switzerland, and I can't do it. I ordered a pair from Agner Swiss, which I don't recommend doing because I ordered some in November and I've talked to customer service 3 or 4 different times and I still don't have sticks, and here it is the middle of April. Okay, so anyway, that's a digression, but we're going to do the other 3 things. We're going to do a modern American marching band style of stick, an ancient American style of marching stick, and a pipe band stick, because they are actually quite different. So obviously we should look at the sticks before we play them and see what we got here. This top pair is the Cooperman 21 Connecticut Drummer. It's hickory. This is the Vic Firth Coremaster MS5, which is what I make my high school drumline kids play with, and it is also hickory. And this is the ProMark Stephen Creighton pipe band stick, and it is made of maple, I believe. And you can see that there is a significant difference between these 3 types of stick. Even though they are all drumstick shaped in a general sense, they are not the same stick. If we just look at the taper on these Connecticut drummers starts somewhere around here, which is pretty far up. The Vic Firths, it starts way down here towards the tip. They're very front heavy. And on the pipe band sticks, I do believe the taper starts somewhere like way back here. And actually it reverse tapers towards the butt end. There is actually no part of this pipe band stick that is straight. It is complete curve from one end to the other. You can also see that these 2 pairs are sort of a similar length, and this one is significantly shorter, which is a massive difference to the feel. And then if we look at the tips, we'll drag them back a little bit so it's closer to the middle of your screen. The tips on the ancient sticks, or the Connecticut style sticks, are just gigantic. They're absolutely huge, and that was pretty common for old school drumsticks. The tips on the modern ones are barrel shaped and quite a bit smaller, which I guess are supposed to be more articulate. And then the pipe band sticks, sort of an oval shape, but they're nowhere near the massive size of the old school ancient drumming sticks. So to start this off, I'm going to start playing with Solo 44 from Wilcoxon. I'm just going to play the opening few bars, and we'll see if there's any discernible difference in the sticks on the pad. Okay, now I'm going to play a little excerpt of a Scottish pipe band snare piece, and we'll see how the different sticks fare for that style of playing. try to play a little bit of Hit and Run from the Rudimental Cookbook now. So a little bit of a debriefing now. When I was playing the Wilcoxon, all the sticks seemed okay, right? That kind of stuff isn't too hard, it's pretty standard, and you could definitely hear a difference. There was a weight difference to the sticks for sure, but all of them could sort of play that repertoire fine. When I played the pipe band stuff, guess what? The pipe band sticks work a lot better for the buzz rolls. Pipe band has a buzzing roll rather than a clear double-stroked roll in most cases. It's not that they never do doubles, but it's not the main one. And having the lighter, thinner stick on that particular pad just made the buzzing come out a lot easier. I had trouble with it with the bigger sticks at that particular tempo and volume and pad and all that. It didn't want to buzz as readily. Like when I play these big modern American sticks in the pipe band style, it's too much. They're way overblown. And then actually had the most trouble getting these ancient style sticks to actually buzz at all. They just didn't really want to do it. Then when we played the modern Freytag stuff, or in fact this is John Whitlock edited by Ed Freytag, the pipe band sticks did the like triple strokes really well. They're really light and that was easy, but everything else felt a little anemic. Couldn't really get big accents like you normally see. The core style sticks, for this is what this is made for, they felt really good doing like cheeses and stuff. Felt really solid on these. And then these were kind of middle of the road. They gave me quite a bit of power, but not the kind of thing I would look for in a core style stick today, where you're just really hammering those Kevlar heads. So a total difference in the feel, a little bit of a difference in the sound, but of course it's a pad, so you know, well, what difference were we going to hear? So we got an actual snare drum here. There's an actual mic off camera. It's not camera audio. And I'm going to play the sticks on here, do a little 3 camps, just like the opening phrase, and we'll see if there's any actual tone difference on an actual snare drum. Of course, this snare drum is none of the snare drums that go to the sticks, so I thought it was a good neutral ground, because this is of course from the 60s, which is neither super modern, nor super old school, nor a pipe band snare. Okay, now I'm going to do just a regular little phrase of like a fancy 6/8 or whatever. So actually hearing the sticks on a snare drum makes a big difference. I think you can tell a subtle tone difference between the sticks. The pipe band sticks brought out a lot more high end. They were kind of thinner sounding and crisper, which is sort of what pipe band drummers are looking for. And then the modern core style sticks were really beefy. They brought out a lot more low end, and they were just had a fuller sound, which I think is good, because the Kevlar headed, free floating snare drums really don't respond if you play little sticks on them. You have to have something really meaty to actually get them to open up. And the other sticks, again, were sort of in the middle. They had a beefier tone than the pipe band sticks, but not as beefy as the modern sticks. For just general playing, I like the feel of the huge, fat, modern American sticks, because I am a modern American, I think, and that's just the style of drumming that I am more used to doing. And so the little tiny maple pipe band sticks don't feel like there's enough stick there. although I have been told that I am too heavy-handed even when I'm demonstrating pipe band stuff, so I think that makes sense. And then the ancient sticks I'm trying to get used to, but you know, I don't really play in a fife and drum corps or anything, and so it's not for me, and there's definitely not a right or wrong answer, but they're definitely not in any way, shape, or form the same stick, and you should probably use the appropriate stick for the style of drumming that you're doing. That's a big takeaway, I think, because they all seem to perform a little better on their home turf. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, check out my book, Rudimental Grand Tour, or Encyclopedia Rudimentia, or any of my drum set books, and that would help me out a lot. Take it easy. I'll see you guys next time.